that one, gain 7. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. They give to Harris from the gun. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Najee takes this one. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Harris gets it on the counter. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance of a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Camaro. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
This one is taken in by Tony. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. To the house, touchdown LA. The Chargers now lead by 10. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Dory Jackson now to return it. And look at this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
2nd and 13. Taken in by Shaheed. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Chargers take possession. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running right, it's Kamara. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a first. Short side option here. He's running left. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Well, there's going to be a missed assignment on somebody's grade sheet tomorrow. That read option game with the quarterback, there is always a defender that's responsible for the QB. That time, QB takes advantage.
Herbert from the gun. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Now Herbert to throw. Avoids this. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Room inside the 10. And he's taken down just in time at the 2.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Pass it down close. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers push their lead to 18. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Steelers start with it trailing. Their postseason in jeopardy. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, Rodgers. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Rodgers here from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
And what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous, right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move it.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Chargers put up even more points in a win. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Chargers continue piling on to this lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, the football's loose. And it's scooped up by the Chargers.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. He's on the move. Now here he goes. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. 2nd and 3 now. From the 48. Gets this one to Harris. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking for the back that time. And that brings up 4th and short.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. Hauled in by Gray. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. First down throw by Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
And 4 at the 22-yard line.
Rodgers will look to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now here's Rodgers. He's got Harris. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Caught by Freiermuth. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Dumped off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Steelers first down. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Steelers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, Rodgers. Taken in by Harris. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Rodgers set to pass. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses. You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by Junior Colson. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
This offense getting all set for this series. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11, and it brings up an LA first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
46-yard line.
This set of downs starts with an option right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.